The ingredients you will need for this recipe are chicken breast, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, marinara sauce, garlic powder, salt, pepper, oregano, corn flour, and panko bread crumbs. It can either be gluten-free or regular. So you need 2 whole eggs, which we will crack and whisk them until it looks like the above. So to our corn flour, I'm just adding some salt and pepper, and you can add as much or as little as you like, depending on your taste preferences. So this is just the pepper here. Next up, we have our panko breadcrumbs, and I'm just adding some Parmesan cheese here. And then we're going to add some oregano. You can add as little or as much as you like. I think I'm going to add a little bit more here. And then next up, we're going to add our garlic powder. And these are just generic brands that you get from your local grocery store. So the next step, you just want to lay out your chicken breast over a cutting board. And you're going to need a meat mallet to just help tenderize the meat. So this will flatten it out, and it's really going to add a nice texture. You don't really want thick chicken breasts. So once you've tenderized your meat, you want to create an assembly line for the coating. So here we're just going to take our chicken breast, and first we're going to coat it in the corn flour mix, both sides, just lightly. And then we're going to bring it over to our yolk mix, and we're going to coat both sides. And then the last step, we're just going to bring it over to the breadcrumbs. And you just want a light coating because if you put too much, it's going to come off in the air fryer. So just a light coating, and that'll do it. Just shake off any excess, and there you go. So now we're ready to add the chicken to our air fryer. So we're going to cook on 320 for about 20 minutes, and we're going to flip halfway in between. So first we're just going to coat this filter with some PAM spray. And a light coating will do the job here. So once we've added our spray to the filter, we're just going to add about 2 or 3 pieces of chicken in. And depending on the size of your air fryer, you can add more or less, but you want there to be enough room in between the chicken breasts that the air can travel around to fully cook. So once the cooking's finished, this is what our final product's going to look like. So after 20 minutes of cooking the chicken, we're just going to add another 5 minutes of cooking just to melt the cheese and marinara sauce here. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding 2 scoops of marinara sauce to each piece of chicken. You can add a little bit more sauce if you prefer that, or a little less if you don't like your chicken parmesan to be too saucy. So just 2 scoops here, and then we're going to add the mozzarella cheese in a moment. And you don't want to do more than 4 to 5 minutes here, depending on the strength of your air fryer, because your chicken is cooked. We're just melting the cheese and warming up the sauce here. So I'm just going to add a healthy portion of cheese to both pieces. I would add about 2 handfuls of cheese, but if you like a little bit more, that's fine. And here you have our final product. Super good. It was delicious. Enjoy.